This is Christian Duke from StrengthAddicts.com at the 2015 Natural Indiana with the Bostons. Welcome to Strength Addicts. How you guys doing today?
I'm good. I'm Billy Boston.
I'm Rashida Boston.
And we're the Bostons.
Awesome, awesome. So I want to jump right into it, but before we do, as I told you guys, I always do this questions. I think it's very important. It's like fingerprints. No two fingerprints are the same. You know, why did you guys first start weight training, and who or what inspired you to compete? Because it's one thing to build a physique, it's quite another to get on stage under all those lights and all that scrutiny.
Originally, before we even met, we both competed separately before we met. And originally I started competing for the simple fact to stay in shape. I thought it was phenomenal when I picked up an Oxygen magazine. I seen these girls in the back of the magazine, they looked phenomenal. I said, if they can do it, I can do it. And that really is what catapulted me to the bodybuilding industry. And soon after I met Mr. Boston, I soon figured out that his story was so similar to mine when he first started weight training as well. Go ahead, Will.
Well, actually, I first started just to get inspired and get some type of structure around staying in shape. I'm a former high school, college athlete. I really wanted to make sure, because I got so busy with work and stuff after that, I didn't like the way my body looked. So I wanted to make something or do something that was structured around where I knew I had to get in shape, especially where I had been programmed, was like the military, to work out so many days a week. And you had that structure for you where it was set up, but I needed that for me. So I did my first show. It was a national qualifier. I won. And
well, my first show, I got 7. But hey, it was my first show. Hey, tonight I got first. So.
We don't know that yet.
So
go ahead.
Yeah, my bad. So as far as being a couple though, and you're both just in ridiculous shape, you're both really, really dialed in. I mean, look at that. This conditioning is just amazing. Wow, there's so many questions I have to ask you. First question is, do you guys only compete in shows together, or have there been situations where one competes and one is in off season, or just?
I'll let you answer that.
This one here competes and competes and competes. I wanted more structure where we just compete together, but we compete separately, of course. But from now until next year, when we hit nationals, we are competing together. Without a doubt, that's what it is.
Absolutely.
Right?
That's what it is.
That's what it is. So, I mean, tell me though.
But I have did shows, you know,
Me.
former.
Yeah, just 2 weeks ago.
Really, I got right. I just did the Midwest Naturals 2 weeks ago.
One
overall.
Awesome, congrats on that.
Then I also do a lot of non-tested shows too, just to kind of test my mettle, you know, against everybody else. But especially with her, I'm a little bit more protective over her, so I wanted her to kind of come in and get the confidence that was due to her for her work. And I know sometimes with some of those non-tested shows, you know, it's a little bit unfair, especially when somebody just started. It was just her. This is her 4th show, I think.
For sure.
So the last 3 shows, she's done all been natural shows, and she had pretty good success. So with me, I don't mind going out and testing my mettle a little bit, and that's kind of my reason. Most of the shows I do by myself are non-tested, but I'm a little bit more protective for her.
So let's talk about the sort of protective nature as well, and kind of maybe warp it a little bit. Now, you both prep each other. Yeah.
Well, I'm kind of the prep coach as far as the knowledge, as far as nutrition and cardio. And when we do it, she's more the come on, get your ass in gear,
for sure,
go type. So she's like the motivator and she's the pusher.
Gotcha.
So in the household, that's kind of how we prep each other. Even though I'm the knowledgeable one, she definitely assorts her energy to push, because it gets hard.
For the posing, cardio.
Yeah.
We got to get this weight training in.
Yeah, she's a cardio. I mean, she'll get up at 5 in the morning, cardio like it ain't nothing, even when she's tired. Me,
that's
I
hardcore.
Take the extra 20, 30 minutes and lay in the bed. And she'll push through it. So she's really good for that type of motivation. And no matter what, even if she's fussing, you know, she's dragging to it. So she's really strong that way. So just seeing that, you know, and I'm like, man, I'm supposed to be the one that's leading the sled here. And to see her doing that is really motivating. So within a household, that really is
absolutely. But where I was going to with that too, as far as warping the protectiveness, and we said before the interview, you know, maybe week 9, week 10, do you each have sort of that just that bluntness to tell the other one, you know what, you're looking good, but you're not quite there yet.
Baby, all the way up into the show, I'm blunt. If you are not looking the way you're supposed to look, you represent me, and we represent each other. And you had better tell me if I got too much juice on my bottom half.
Right.
And you better tell me if my abs are not kicking the way it was the prior show. I'm a big progress person, so I like to progress each show. I like to know my inches, my stats, and everything, so I can know exactly where I can be coming in at, or if I'm close or not. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm even if you don't tell me, and you better, because I can tell from the numbers, you better tell me. And I'm the same way with him.
She's actually the opposite. Like, even if I tell her she's looking good, or I think you on, I think you hit it, she more like, you just telling me that, you know, she think I fluff her more than, you know, being honest with her. And she's, as far as her telling me, I mean, even up to the show I just did a couple weeks ago and one, I mean, that week, she made me feel like I was in the worst shape. And I wasn't in the best shape I've ever been in, because she had seen me, but just being so blunt, but it really made me go like an overdrive. And that's probably the reason why I won.
He do so many shows, I know how he look a week out.
For sure.
I know how he look.
And see that,
to see that, and then to see him not looking, I'm looking like, you don't look like you competition ready, you know, and
Absolutely.
I'll tell you in a minute.
Yeah, she did.
I don't bite tongue.
And that was she made.
This is our career.
And it made me
it's
the
important.
most nervous before a show I had ever been, just because of how.
You better believe you woke up at 4 a.m. with me to do cardio that week. I'll tell you that.
How a matter of fact she was about me not being ready. So it really, because I had never heard her that blunt. I was like, man, I must look horrible.
But what I like about the two of you too is that what you're saying is what seasoned prep coaches say. You're not just looking at the numbers on the scale, but you're looking at the physique as well.
Yeah.
So it was really, because sometimes numbers, you can be numbers there, but you're not looking right. You could be looking right, but the numbers aren't there. You look at both.
Correct.
And my numbers were there, but the way I was looking wasn't good. So
absolutely. Okay. Well, you know, you guys know what you're doing, but, you know, I think, as I said, the most important question we saved for last. Who would you like to thank for where you are today? Because you didn't just wake up out of bed looking like this. There's no way.
Well, first I want to thank my lovely husband. I love you so much.
I love you too.
Before we
you guys are making me miss my girlfriend, but
before we got married, I told him all I wanted to do was travel and compete and give others hope, give other couples hope, and just inspire and influence everybody to just get their health in shape. They don't have to necessarily bodybuild, but just love yourself enough to do something to get yourself healthy. We chose bodybuilding. There's a whole bunch of things that you can choose, but first I want to thank my lovely husband continuously pushing me and driving me to do this, and we work hard and continuously doing that. And then secondly, our fans, everybody that follow us, they keep pushing us, they keep telling us how great we're doing, how inspired they are. We're giving people hope, and the more and more that we give hope, the more and more fan base grow, and it's almost like that's what we're doing it for now. At first it was just for us. It was like, yeah, we compete and we stay in shape, but the more and more we are seeing how we are changing people's lives. I mean, we really change people's lives. If y'all don't follow us on the Boston's, on the Boston's on Facebook,
at the Boston's,
and on Instagram.
The Boston's can do.
Well, that's actually my last question, but hey, put it in here too. How can people follow you? Where can they go? Email you? Yeah.
Follow us on IG, the Boston's can do, and on Instagram, and I mean, just follow us. And we put out so much stuff.
And that's just how it's spelled. BOSTON.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like the city.
Okay, like the city.
The Boston's on Facebook and the Boston CNDO on Instagram.
Or just Google us, the Boston's. We all over the place, honestly. Yeah.
So for me, I want to thank. I absolutely want to thank. I absolutely want to thank my wife, who's a motivation. Just her drive and her. She has a great story anyway, just about life, how she decided to make a turning point in her life, and how fitness was the center of that, and from fitness, that was the cornerstone she was able to build a great foundation to the great monument that she's become right now. She really is. She's really well known social media wise. In other words, she got like thousands and thousands of fans. But first her my family, my parents for, you know, installing in me the good thing that no matter what, I was able to. I've been competing for years now, and I'm proud to say that I maintained a natural bodybuilder, you know, the whole time. And
Genetics.
that's I'm blessed through that, you know, and so I'm thankful for that. In spite of taking, this is only my second year back after taking 7 years off. I had like injuries and a bunch of other stuff, and I'm thankful for, like she said, our fans. Man, we got such an amazing fan base. We got people that support. I have our own gym. We got people that support our gym. We got clients. We got
what's the name of the gym you guys go to?
Juggernaut in Chicago.
Yep.
Juggernaut
Nice.
Fit Club. We have the Can Do team, which are athletes that we train to compete. They actually
Big shout out.
They traveled out here. They was yelling at the audience. They came on, drove all the way from Chicago.
That's what it's all about, for sure.
We got fans coming out tonight that drove from Chicago. So just I support our family, you know, and most important, you know, I just want to thank God for giving me the things that He installed in me and the desire to do the right thing and to make a difference in the sport and in my community.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. I love your physiques. I love what you said. What I love most is how much you love each other. I think that's beautiful, and I think that this is very inspiring for a lot of people. You guys are going to have me crying over here. But in any event, thank you very much. Best of luck.
Thank you.
And best of luck on the national scene and the IFBB scene, which I'm sure you're both going to be at very soon.
Thank you so
We're
much.
working towards it.
For the Boston's Christian Duke, StrengthAddicts.com.